What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy WakasHussain, and guys, I'm back with another FIFA 19 player review. This time round, I'm checking out the team of the season moments. 87 rated Moussa Dembele. Now, you can get him currently on a weekly objective, which is quite easy to do. You have to play pretty much 4 games and get 4 wins by using an all-French Ligue 1 team. And to be fair, it is worth trying. If you're not familiar with squad battles, it's definitely not going to be too much of a challenge or a problem, especially at that difficulty. And why not? Because at the end of the day, he does look quite decent on stats. I mean, the pace looked great straight away when I had a look at him. Shot power, physicality is not bad, and at 6 foot as well, you thought that this was going to be quite a decent all-rounder striker to have. But coming round to the clips, guys, I had a bit of a different opinion when it came down to him. So one thing I forgot to point out is he does have 99 header accuracy on there, so that's something to pinpoint out. Unfortunately, I'll be honest, I've not got many opportunities where I could utilize that ability of his. But in the terms of when I did play him as a striker, I felt like most of the opportunities that I did want to create and have that opportunities to even blast it in the back of the net, Dembele seemed to kept on missing. And even the pace, as you can see over there, he was dribbling with the ball for a while. It just seems that he wasn't too fast. He was more there assisting my other players rather than keeping himself up and getting them goals. At the end of the day, I failed to score a goal in this game as well, and that was a bit of a theme throughout me experiencing playing with Dembele. I feel like either I played badly overall this weekend, just gone by on Rivals, but also at the same time, I just couldn't get in grips with him. So the one thing I did realize is that he was able to create a lot more playmakers, so I switched him over as a cam. And this is where things changed up, people. So as a cam, he definitely became a lot more active. I mean, that was a nice assist over there to Lacazette, and this is where he kind of becomes a bit more of a common theme. He seems to be able to lay it off really perfectly, and his timing when he does come into passing and intercepting that ball, that fits in quite well. So if it's one thing I want to point out, I would prefer using him as a cam rather than as a striker. I feel like he just plays a lot more better. I feel like he was on par with Wakki as well, with the 85 Wakki I was running. There was just a lot more options for me to utilize him. There was a lot more things that I can do with Dembele. And even at 6 foot, my opponent's defenders, or rather I should say midfielder players, also had a tough time shrugging him off. And like I said, this interception does come in quite well at the same time, because he kind of does step back, and if you do want to pretty much blast the ball open, then you can do that. I did, obviously, again, I do this quite often. I have a go at free kicks. That was a nice accurate shot, nothing gone in, but his free kick ability doesn't actually stand out on his stat cards as well, so I wouldn't really recommend that. There's just other options that he does have, like these volleys. It seems to be really nicely guided, but again, it just failed to land. But there's something that he does at the end of the day ended up doing. He has scored a goal. I mean, I felt like at moments, yeah, is this guy really going to score a goal for me or not? And it finally came through. As a cam, he seemed to be persistent. He seemed to be going out there, bombarding the field, and he actually able to drill one in. And that's not a bad shot as well. You can see the power on that ball. It went nicely in the back of the net. And the other things that I just want to point out, guys, I feel like his physicality isn't quite good. He does get quite tired easily as well. I've noticed that. It just, again, that doesn't really mix in well if you got, especially if you looking for more pacey players, or you depend on, like myself, having 3 central free cams and 1 striker rather than wingers. I just can't focus on too much support with himself. So like I said, it was a bit more tougher for me to utilize him as a central cam. Not bad, but it just doesn't overall crack the eggs for myself, really. I don't think he's just somebody that I would prefer to run if I did run a Ligue 1 team. There is other options like Wakki and Inform I would recommend. And this is at the end of the day, guys, 7 games, 2 goals. That's from a cam position, 4 assists. Not bad, considering that he only played 2 games with him as a cam, and he's kind of, well, 3 games as a cam, and he stepped up a bit more. So this is why on my Godfather level, if I am going to be fair, it's going to be a 7 out of 10 stars. Now that is just considering, like I mentioned, he just done a lot more better as a cam than as a striker. If it was a striker, guys, I'll easily give him 5 out of 7 stars, because he really did not perform. But again, that could just be me having a bad day. I just really couldn't get into grips with him. At the end of the day, I've left some pros and cons over there, and hopefully that makes you guys make your mind up with whether you want to go for him. I'd in fact definitely go for him, because at the end of the day, worst case scenario, you can just trade him in an SBC at 87 rated, which ain't bad at all. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this player review. Once again, I just want to say a big thank you for the recent support again on my channel. Seems Gabriel Jesus getting that nice little views in. I'm hopefully going to try to keep up with a bit more FIFA 19 content. Definitely a pack opening, my final pack opening vid will be coming out sometime next week. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you are new over here. Let's get to that 1,000 subscribers. And hey, guys, I'll see you all next time. Peace up.
Come on. What is... Holy crap. No. No!